Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see here, just finished classic chicken and potato stew. Absolutely wonderful. Nice little bit of a slow cooker in there. Really, really delicious. Great with rice, pasta, on its own, or with some nice crispy, crunchy bread. Let's go and do it. Okay, we're going to start off with our chicken. So I've got some chicken parts here. Legs, wings, thighs, whatever. You can use whatever you want. The skin is on and the bone is in. We're simply going to start by frying this off a little bit by itself. All the other ingredients, please check below. There's a list of what we're going to need there. Let's get over to the cooker. Okay, so we're going to need a large pot and a lid. We're putting the lid on later on. I've got a touch of oil in there, sunflower oil I'm using. You could be using a different type of oil if you want. And as you can see, I've got a nice knob of butter in there. We're just melting that down. And as that happens, we can drop in our chicken parts. We're simply just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this at this stage. I'm going to cook these for about 6 or 7 minutes. Let's get some salt in there now. And my butter is unsalted, so watch that out. Watch for that, you know, because salted butter, you might need a little bit less salt that you're adding. Plenty of black pepper. Not going to be shy with that at all. Medium type heat, or just above a medium. 6 or 7 minutes. Let's just cook those in there. Okay, so that's like 6 or 7 minutes later. I've turned them over several times. Probably not cooked all the way through. Don't worry about that. But what we have got is we've got some nice colouring onto the chicken. Right, now, get all the chicken out, set it aside. We can move on to the next step. Okay, chicken set aside. We've got quite a lot of oil in here, the butter, the fat from the chicken, and some lovely bits that have caught and burnt on the bottom. We want all this. That's wonderful stuff there, that's goodness. Right, we're going to drop in some onions. I've cut my onions really small. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I have. And then garlic. I've got a lot of garlic here, like a tablespoon of a garlic puree. Wonderful. What we're going to do for about 4 minutes, we're going to cook just these onions and garlic in that lovely oil that we've got there. Now, we're just doing chicken and potato, like a classic chicken and potato. If you're doing like a classic chicken stew, you could be adding carrots and celery. If you're doing that, you might want to get those in now. But we're going straight chicken and spuds. See you in about 4 minutes. What a nice low heat. So as you can see, our onions are cooking really nice and gently there. That was about 4 minutes or so. What we're going to do now is we're going to add some tomato paste or puree, whatever you want, or concentrate, whatever you call that. In that goes. Now this is one of those small Tetra packs, you know, the kind of that size thing. Again, we'll have all the details below for you. Staying on a nice low heat. I'm also now going to add in a dried herb. I'm going to go for some oregano. Rosemary works really well as well with this. Yeah, staying on this low heat, we're going to cook this out now for about 5 or 6 minutes. Give it a stir every now and then. Absolutely wonderful. What we're going to do now is add a little bit of flour, and you know, really a little bit, like less than a tablespoon there, half a tablespoon maybe. Again, stay on this nice low heat. Let's just cook that flour out 5 minutes. This time keep stirring, don't leave it alone, keep on it. Fantastic. I've just turned the heat up just a little bit. What we're going to do now is get in some stock or broth or whatever you want to use. Touch of red or white wine also works. I say that was probably about 3/4 of a litre, something like that. Let's get a little bit of heat through that. Now we're going to add some potatoes. Now I've got 2 lots of potatoes. Check that out. Really small and nice and chunky. And what I want to do is I like to put these small ones in, because what will happen with those is they'll cook, break down and thicken this, along with the tomato paste and the flour that we've just got there. And then these chunky fellas are nice and visible there. Fantastic. Now let's go back in now with our chicken that we've browned really nicely. In it goes. Look at that, that's really lovely, really amazing. Super. Okay, we're going to stick a lid on this. We're going to be on a medium heat now. We're going to let this go for about 20 minutes. What we're looking for here now is to get our potatoes nice and tender. Give it a stir every now and then. If it thickens up too much, because you've added too much flour in there, you can just top it up with a touch of water, touch of wine, or some more stock or broth. Lid on, little stir every now and then. We're pretty much there. That is going to be absolutely wonderful. Okay, just turned that off. Let's jump in, let some steam out. There's tons of that steam. And there you go, look at that. Absolutely a saucepan full of absolute goodness. Those potatoes are nice and tender now. The small ones have been breaking down. Check that for salt. I think we're going to be fine. Well, I am anyway. Think about a little bit of fresh parsley in there, a little bit of thyme, something like that at the end. That's it. Really easy. Absolutely delicious. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please do click that bell icon just below. We will see you soon. Lots of love.